Here are my current thoughts on Tesla. I think that it's likely in a 5-wave move here. And I think that it's likely to make one more low. We got a nice bounce at the bottom, from the bottom up here to 248. Likely a 4th wave. I'm looking for one more low here, potentially down to the 20 DMA, maybe the 50 DMA, somewhere in this range. Is it possible it goes lower than that? It's possible if something happens with the election that causes a major sell-off. But currently with Tesla, I just see this being, I'll show you why I think that. So it's not quite drawn 100%, but it basically hits the outside of this and then bounces back up here. I have that as a 4th wave. Could it be an ABC move? Maybe, but this hit past the 1.61 fib. So I'm counting that as a 3rd wave. 4th wave, you should see one more low for a 5th wave, probably within the next day or so as well. And I'm looking for 232 to 237, and then I'd be looking for a bounce, likely into OPEX. So into the election, we'll just say 252, kind of like that is what I'm looking for. That would suggest relief, maybe Trump wins. So maybe like a 10% move off Trump winning. And then after that, after OPEX is finished, a drop into late November. And then from there, that would be the overall C wave. So we have A, B, C. Then I'm looking for a D wave back up to 270. And then one more drop lower for the E wave, maybe back to like 240, and then take off higher. So I think that buying here is not a big deal because I do think we're going to go higher in the short term and in the long term, the next 6 to 12 months. But if you want to be precise, maybe wait for one more drop down here to below 240, 235, 240. Anything above 238 or 248.93 is an invalidation of this move, because that would mean this is not the end of the 4th wave. That would likely mean that the A wave is already ended, and we're already retracing for a B wave, and then probably get this later. So I do think that gap is going to hit at some point, but I think that it's going to be probably later in November. So if I go to QQQ, I already have this drawn up, what I expect here. 2 scenarios. I see one more low potentially down here to 482, or we've already started bouncing for a move all the way up here to 505. So if we make one more low below 483-ish, then I'd be looking for a retracement to 496. If we just start going up here now, then I'm going to lean towards one more high into OPEX and then drop. One more low, make a 2nd wave, 3rd, 4th, 5th down here. So it's kind of back and forth right now going to the election. We'll see which pattern plays out. But I'm leaning towards Tesla going one more low and then bouncing. That would be my number one. Second scenario is we've already bottomed here and we've already started a B wave. That could take all the way into OPEX. So we'll see which one happens. The election obviously is going to be the wild card. If Trump wins, I expect that to be positive for Tesla. If Kamala wins, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I guess neutral. But I mean, Biden really hasn't been that good for Tesla. So I would say Trump is definitely going to be better overall. And we'll find out, though. We have about a day and a half. We're going to figure out what is going to happen with this market, what's going to be good, which sectors are going to be good. And I would say from the charts I've been looking at, like I'll show you, might as well just go ahead and get into this. Like EMPH is a solar play. This is green energy. type of play, like Kamala is going to be positive for this. This is telling me that Trump's going to win because I see this as a fourth wave and I see it going down soon. So if Trump wins, then this is likely to go down. So that tells me that Trump's likely to win. If this were down here and we're going to the election, I would probably say Kamala had a better chance. Just going by the charts. I don't really know, but I'm just saying this looks more like a Trump win to me. BA looks like more of a Trump win to me. Where's it at? Because it's down here at the lows, and I'm expecting it to go up here higher. If it's going to retrace to where I think it's going to retrace, that's a Trump play. Boeing is a Trump stock. It's going to go up with Trump. So BA, what else we got here? There's other stocks that we can look at. Obviously, the Trump stock. Actually, off the top of my head, I don't know. I know gas and oil is another one. This has been selling off into the election as well. So that looks like it is more positive for a Trump win, selling off into Trump. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of stocks, I guess. The ones I've been looking at that I think are going to show what to look for after the election are showing me that Trump is probably going to win. So I could be completely wrong too. Maybe Kamala pulls it out. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. This is supposed to be a Tesla QQQ video and turned into who's going to win the election. But let me know what you think in the comments for the analysis on Tesla and QQQ. And I guess go ahead and put in the comments if you have any stocks that you think are going to be really good for when Trump or Kamala wins.